us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Mustangs offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Harris. He's in open space downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, they're looking ahead, always point to the future, like they need to win today.
There he goes! Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defense offensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Mustangs. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the bill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Good throw. He's got the tight end. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good.
Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give on the inside. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Quick tempo here for the offense. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Offense in an empty set. He'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The running back has it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give out of the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Finds his man. It's Taylor. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in.
That's why he's got 200 catches.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down.
And how many 1st downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
The Mustangs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Handoff to the lone back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Into the house. Touchdown, SMU! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On target to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off play action. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it out fast. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want?
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down. You know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares about throwing a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking for room, it's Harris. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No chance for a return as that... flies out of the back of the end zone. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Last completion moved incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lost to throw again. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes the grab. It's Taylor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Finds his back in the middle. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Taylor. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Got him downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
This is a designed run. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone. Enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard.
Turning it on! Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, man, I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field, nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. You just got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Kent State is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Josh Cribbs should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He might want another play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quick strike complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The give to the single back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Breaks into the open. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the 1st down. They just keep firing. Working that left side now. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. And the returner will be dragged down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, the ground game. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Finds his big tight end. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Finds the tight end. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better.
There he goes. Quick step and go. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
It's complete on the right side. Push down for the tackle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. back, it's John. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work.
Keep pushing the rock down the field. Here we go.
Wants to pass. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Powers through. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. He lobs one high down the left side.
You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little...
Got some room headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success, because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Purdue, Pete, isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 1 over Wisconsin. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Making side adjustments here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Oh, what a cut! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. Fears the pressure. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on third down.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
He'll take it himself. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick release on the RPO. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. He marched 78 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Gets it out quickly. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Looking to scramble. Oh, better look out. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Johns. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
It's first down from the 11. Looking to throw on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.